Hi guys, this is my take on the recipe of the week challenge that we've all decided that we will have to take. Now this recipe I used to think is a Romanian recipe, but it's not necessarily the case anymore. I had a chat, for example, with Annie on Sunday, and I realized that actually in Czech they have this recipe as well. So I'm just going to show you my take on this. It's one of my favorite recipes. We usually eat it during Christmas, but I think for the purpose of this video, just eat it whenever you want. Okay, so let's start. I'm gonna ask my cameraman to come and show you the ingredients. Are very basic ingredients. Can you come closer? And I'm going to show you. You start with some potatoes. You don't have to be very precious about the types of potatoes you're using. As you can see, they are quite wrinkled, mine, so it's fine. Whatever potatoes you have, you can use. You need some eggs. In my case, I'm going to choose, I hope you can see, I'm going to add 3 eggs for 4 relatively big potatoes. The ratio is going to be completely up to you. Then you need some pickled gherkins, some onion. I'm choosing red onions because we both like red onions in our household, but you can choose whatever onions you want, scallops as well, so I think whatever works for you. So mayo and sour cream, and then some salt and pepper, and nothing fancy. You can also add, as a Romanian tradition, we have olives within this recipe as well. We don't have them today, and also I don't like them, so I'm not going to include them, but that tends to be part of the recipe as well. So we are going to move over here. The way you do this, you have to boil the potatoes and the eggs together. Usually, because I'm a lazy type of cook, I don't boil them separate, so I just put everything together, boil them. I think 20 minutes it should be enough. It depends on how big the potatoes are. If they are relatively bigger, you can leave them for longer. But what you need is this. So if you come closer, you need the potatoes to be relatively hard, or not relatively hard boiled, because you want to cut them in nice, well, this is not a square, but in nice bits there. But you also need the egg to be hard boiled as well. So you need to be able to cut them properly, which, as you can see, I've cut them here. I didn't want to film this because I think we all know how to cut things. I also cut the onions. I can't remember what is this thing, but it's a julienne, whatever. Yeah, and then I have some gherkins, which again I cut in little bits. Now I usually like more gherkins because I just like sour things, but if you want, you can have a little bit less than this in terms of quantity. And as I said, you can also add some olives. Now what we will do, well, I'm going to ignore all the health and safety rules, and I'm going to grab this with my hands and put them in a bowl, which I'm going to try to do this as quick as possible so you guys don't get bored. So it's just a case of chucking everything in one big bowl, and then mixing things together in a second. So as you can see, no health and safety whatsoever. We're just going to do this rough. I'm just going to quickly clean my hands. I'm not a complete animal. And then we're going to take a spoon, whatever spoon you have, and we're going to add the salt and pepper first. Actually, it doesn't matter if you add it first or last, but I tend to do it first. Just a little bit of product advertising here, because I absolutely love this product. We discovered a few years back this smoked salt, which we absolutely love. So since then, this is how it looks like if my cameraman can come closer. It's just sea salt which has been smoked, and it has such a nice flavor. So we tend to use that. You don't have to if you don't like it. You can use normal salt. And I would like to tell you how much salt you need, but I don't know. I just go by instinct. So just add some salt there, and then some pepper as well. You can go as much as you can, or as much as you want in terms of the pepper. If you like it a little bit more peppery, add more. And then to bind everything together, what we need is mayo, which is over here. And I think, even though I planned this is obviously not open. So I'm just going to go ahead and open the mayo. Now, if you're feeling brave and you want to do your own, go ahead and do your own. I'm sure that you can find loads of tutorials on YouTube on how to do your own mayo. I tend to do mine during Christmas. Otherwise, when I do this for like a normal day, we have a product there, which is good. Now, again, in terms of quantities, I'm not necessarily sure how much I put, but I guess it's like 2-3 tablespoons of mayo. Just make sure that everything is nicely coated at the end. And now, to keep things healthy, we're going to add some Greek yogurt. In the beginning of the video I showed you sour cream. Either way works, whichever you like more, but again I would put like 2-3 tablespoons in there. And then it's just a case of mixing everything together. And I think if you can come closer to see how much you need to add to coat everything together. I think potato salads are you can find interpretations of the recipes everywhere around the world. I think here in the UK you don't necessarily put eggs, as far as I know, but they are great little meals that are very easy to make. So this is usually what I end up with when it comes to this salad. And it's just a case of then finding other things to eat with, or you can just eat it this way. We call it in Romania, for some reason, Oriental salad. I have no idea why, but I'm guessing there has to be some history there. So if you know why we call it that, let me know. But it is in essence potato salad. So I hope you enjoyed this. As you can probably tell, I'm not going to make a career in vlogging recipes and foods, but I think it's something fun to do at least once. So on that note, I'm going to nominate Graham Hudson to do the next recipe, as well as Jonathan Gratian. And in terms of students, I want to nominate Caitlin Anderson, Saloni. I can't remember your surname, but Saloni, and Titada, as well as Sylvia. I think it would be nice to see a recipe from Italy as well. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to seeing your submissions. Bye!